Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're tuning into another episode of the Morning Show. Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's up? Yes. Late show, I know. The last 2 days have been crazy. It's the last 2 weeks of school, so I've been running around like my head chopped off for my kid. But you know I got to give you that content. You know I'm going to give you that news. So we here. Producer first in here. Good morning to you, bro. Good morning. Will I am. Greetings, salutes to you. Money Mike, money is in here. King Blaze, what's good? Delvon, I was watching your video. I'll watch later. Yes, and you see why that video came out, because yesterday I only got to put out one video. So today I'm putting out 3 videos. So 3 videos come out today, plus a live. Yeah, and a short. So yeah, it's a lot today. Y'all can't say I don't be grinding, bruh. Blaze, Money Mike, what up? Urban Closer, yes. Zelly the Ninth, good morning, my bro. Professor Walkdown, man said Nitro. I'm here, my bro. I'm here.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Hey, yo, listen, real quick. I was looking up some stuff, and I don't know why it came up, but we were looking up donations, right? And I was wondering, you know, I use weird stuff. I was like, I wonder what the biggest donation ever was. Bro, do you know that somebody donated to a streamer $3.7 million? Live? Bro, I'll be real with y'all, bro. Listen, man, I don't know what I would. I'd probably shut the camera off if that was ever the case. If someone ever blessed me with that type of money, bro, I might have to I might have to turn off the screen, because I'll be real with you. The stuff that I might end up doing in that bad boy, bro. LBHT was unhinged. Bro, that was bad fun last night. Listen, I'll be real with you. I try to support all the other streamers. LBHT was the first platform to ever tell people to go subscribe to the Wunderkind Show. So I always give them love, always. But last night, I was so tired, and I was laying down on my side, just laughing, and I was just typing, just laughing, bro. So it was fun to be in there with you guys, straight up. Ashley Shelton, good morning. How you doing? But that junk was fun last night. Robbie Pay, I accidentally said good morning on the last video. You're supposed to, because I thought it was live. Nah. Putting out 3 videos today, a live on this channel and a short on each channel. So yeah, it's a lot today. Last night, I was out of it, man. Out of it. I told you we had a field day for my kids. So we were outside in the Florida sun, 100 degrees, no shelter, no shade. The only shade I had was God trying to deflect the sun's rays so they wouldn't cook his child. But God made a way, and I'm here today. And I woke up this morning to pray and to let you know what I say. Yo, Halliburton, listen, I'll be real with you. That Knicks and Pacers thing, I didn't even get to watch it. I watched the highlights, and I was like, I thought the Knicks were going to win. You know what I'm saying? I told you before, I keep up on a little bit of basketball, not much like I used to when I was younger. And I checked the scores. I'm like, oh, Knicks got this. I go to sleep, wake up this morning to the Knicks don't got it. They said that Reggie Miller went like this and somehow teleported his consciousness into all of the Pacers players, and they all turned into Reggie Miller. And they was like, bang, 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 bang. I'm looking at, bro, you know how dumb you got to be? Listen, that's why you run out the clock. Even if they're hitting those shots, there's not enough time. The shot clock is 24 seconds. Like, use up all 24 seconds. That's all you got to do. And then either get fouled, go hit your free throws, right? Or hit a shot. Like, they're just leaving time on the clock. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Milk the clock. Bro, I'd be going up there. If I'm the big man, I'd put it up against the rim, kick it, and take it back out. We're just running out clock at this point. What are you doing? So it kind of reminds me about 10 years ago. Remember when Ben Gordon was on the Chicago Bulls and he had a series like that where it was just back and forth threes. I think it was Denver versus the Celtics. And it was just bang, bang. I think it was 7 games. A bang, 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 bang. Like Pop from what's it called? From Friday. Junk was crazy work. So yeah. But that was crazy. Why Lamar team always sell him in the playoffs? What's good? Good morning, Eric Clark. I'm going to touch on that too. There's a lot to touch on. We got a little bit of time, but we got to touch on everything. We're going to be on for about an hour. So let me say this. We were just talking about basketball. I think this is good for the NBA. The NBA needs more excitement because even though they're a fast-paced game, the constant fouls, the bad fouls, all of the lack of trying their best, this is when the NBA is at its best. Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals, then it's like, okay, all right, when they stop calling all the fouls, this reminds me of when I was a kid watching basketball, except for no center play. It's a lot of threes, but still. Rapid Fire Nitro. Yeah, we going over everything. Yesterday also, I had touched on this. The last video of the day yesterday, and I just laughed. Like, this is why I did a video yesterday. Like, bro, this is hilarious to me, bro. Hilarious. I don't even have Mahomes number 1. And for everybody that's saying he's won titles, he should be number 1, there were years after Brady won his 3rd that he wasn't considered the best quarterback in the league. He wasn't. He was under Aaron Rodgers. He was under Peyton Manning. So it's like Patrick Mahomes has not played like the best quarterback in the league. He has not. So he shouldn't be 1. How on God's green earth did Joe Burrow get number 2? How? This is the type of stuff. And there's no Baker Mayfield. Lies! 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 Like, get out of here, bro. This is more than egregious, man. This is a sin. When the Bible talks about sin, this is what it's talking about right here. And Justin Herbert, number 8. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Bro, it's nasty, bro. It's nasty. Nasty. So, hold on. Let me get this straight. As much as I go at Josh Allen, he is still the MVP, right? Okay, fine. The MVP is only 4th? Okay, fine. The quarterback who is in the same division as your second quarterback who didn't make the playoffs beat him twice and was the all-pro at quarterback is under him also? Oh, God.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Bro, it don't make sense to me, bro. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. You have to just laugh. And mind you, these 5 guys are my top 5 quarterbacks. I've said it religiously. I got Lamar 1. I got Patrick Mahomes 2. I got Josh Allen number 3. I got Jalen Hurts number 4. I got Joe Burrow number 5. When Jalen Hurts is healthy, they make the playoffs. I don't want to hear that his team is great, right? We watched the 49ers team be darn near stacked everywhere. They had all pros on every level of the team, and they couldn't get it done. We've seen it with Dallas. Couldn't get it done. So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like, Jalen Hurts, it has came out, especially in the Super Bowls, he's played immaculate. Jalen Hurts' Super Bowl performances are ridiculous. Go look at his statistics. You're going to be like, whoa. Like, come on now, bro. You ain't like someone that's been carried. Jalen Hurts has also been an all-pro, has also been a pro bowler. Like, we're not talking about a guy that's trash, who has no accolades next to his name. And he came second in MVP voting. What's good, King Lee, my bro? Good morning. Like, that's being real. That's fact. If he didn't get hurt at the end of the year, he would have got MVP a couple years back when Patrick Mahomes won his second. That was Jalen Hurts' year to win MVP. So what are we talking about? Joe Burrow's never been close to MVP. Nope. Never been close to the All-Pro. Nope. And I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. Like I've said, I got Joe Burrow as my 5th best quarterback in the NFL. But how are you going to put him over Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl MVP, Josh Allen, MVP, Lamar Jackson, the All-Pro? Yeah, we're just going to put Joe Burrow right here. And he missed a play. With 2 number 1. Bro. Oh, my gosh. Do you better? It's nasty work out in these streets, bro. Nasty work. Nitro, I'd put Burrow before Allen, but not before Hurts. Yeah, Hurts balls out in the Super Bowl. Bro, like if we're talking, mind you, Joe Burrow is playing with 2 number 1 receivers. They thought they didn't need the running back. Remember Mixon? When he made it to the Super Bowl, this is what I'm gonna say, they were stacked. They had 3 number 1s at that time, and Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon's already showed you he's a top 10 running back in this league. They had him too. Nobody said, "Oh, Joe Burrow got everything." They said, "Look, he has stuff, and even though he's not contributing, he's the one that's stabilizing the ship." That's what was said. The Bengals were stacked. Mike Coleman was good. Good morning. LH, also good morning to you too. I see what you put there. But yeah. Let's be real. Like, what are we talking about? Mixon went to the Texans and it's been balling out of control. So what? So what are we going to say? Like, we don't know what be going on? Come on now, man. It's never, and that's what I'm saying. Joe Burrow gets all the excuses that none of these other guys get. No quarterback that's missed the playoffs back-to-back seasons is going to be top 5. It's never happened. Unless it's Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers in their primes. It's not happening. After Peyton Manning got hurt, remember all the stuff that Peyton Manning, after he had the neck thing, he was going to Denver. They didn't have him as a top 5 quarterback. They didn't even have him as a top 10 quarterback. Then he goes out and has pretty much the greatest statistical season from a quarterback we've ever seen. Everyone's like, oh, he came from the dead. His name is Peyton Jesus Manning. Remember that year he had in Denver? Where he, oh my God, when he threw for almost 60 touchdowns, it was like 55 or 56 passing touchdowns, like 5,500 passing yards, bombs away. Exactly, Eric. This man came out to talk about something. I want to grow the league. Mind you, the reason why there's a reason why I respect Joe Burrow. The reason why I respect Joe Burrow is because for all of the excuses that he gets, he doesn't get the calls like a Josh Allen or a Mahomes. I've watched Joe Burrow take hits. This is called context. I don't sugarcoat anything. I've watched Joe Burrow get pummeled. Tactical was good, my bro. I've watched him get pummeled, beat down. And you know what he does? He goes, hi. Right back to the next play. So that's why he has my respect. Because, once again, he's not getting, none of the AFC North quarterbacks get calls. Joe Burrow does not get calls. He does not. I've seen guys hit him low, hit him high, hit him in his face. He don't get those calls. Just like Lamar don't get those calls. So, but Lamar, they're allowed to do stuff after the whistle. That's the difference. But that's why I respect Joe, because Joe still gets up. Like, he gets up. He don't be flopping like Josh. You feel me? Like, Josh flops. But that's the dichotomy. Do I believe that Josh is a better player than Joe? Yes. But Joe don't flop. Joe take those hits and get back up like, I got Cincinnati on my back. So I give him love for that. That's called having context. It's called being real. That's why he's in my top 5. I don't use the Super Bowl narrative. That's a weak narrative. That's a weak narrative, because if you're going to say, well, he's had playoff success more than Josh Allen and think, then fine. Jalen Hurts is number 2. And that's what kills all of the arguments, because Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls. Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls. He's won a Super Bowl. He's the only young guy in the Patrick Mahomes era that has won one, to make that even worse. And his performances have been legendary and immaculate, to say the least. On top of that, he was a Super Bowl MVP. On top of that, now the individual accolades, he's been an all-pro quarterback. He's been a Pro Bowl quarterback. So what are we talking about here? He's came second in MVP voting. What are we talking about here? He has stuff that he's never had. Hey, coach, how are you doing? Like, and that's just being real. That's just being real. That's why when people be like, Joe Burrow's had playoff success, I'm like, he's having trouble making the playoffs now. The Steelers are out winning his team right now. Are you going to dare say that the Steelers have a better team than the Cincinnati Bengals? You're going to say no. There's no way. You're going to say the Steelers. No. They don't have a better running back, wide receivers, quarterback. But they keep out winning your team. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not even like the Cincinnati Bengals are coming second in our division. Cincinnati Bengals have been landing 3rd or 4th consistently. The only time you see them on top, is if Lamar's hurt. That's it. I haven't watched that Final Destination yet. I'm going to start doing reviews too. That's going to be another thing I want to. Wunderkind reviews, that's coming down the pike. Bro, exactly. He almost lost to Snoop. And that was the year where he made the AFC Championship game and lost that time to Mahomes, because everyone was calling it Burrowhead. To be fair, he did make Josh Allen and them quit. To be fair. The Bengals made the Bills quit in that playoff game. But that's why I'm saying every player needs context. That's the difference. That's what you get with the Wunderkind Show. That I'm gonna give you context. Like, that's why I picked the 5 the way I picked the 5. If Joe Burrow is there because of playoff success, then just by all of your argument, Jalen Hurts has to be above him. Hence why Jalen Hurts is my 4th. But neither one of those guys, for both of their playoff success, is better than Lamar or Josh Allen. I'm sorry, they're not. And I'm not putting them, and because it's playoff success, they haven't had the playoff success that Patrick Mahomes has had. So then it's like, okay, those are the 3. Those are the 3. Lamar has the most all-pros out of all of them, and tied for the second, and tied for the most MVPs. Patrick Mahomes has the most championships, tied for the most MVPs. And then Josh Allen is the only other one outside those 2 that have an MVP. And I believe he has 2 All-Pros? Something like that. So, yeah. Or 1 All-Pro, second team, whatever else it is, and a couple Pro Bowls. So, yeah, like, those are the 3. Burrow backup did better than him not too long. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That's a fact. Lamar has never been benched for poor performance. Allen has been twice. Yep. Those games could have been worse with Josh Allen. I brought up the other day in one of my videos how if you look at the 6 turnover-worthy plays, those should have been straight-up interceptions. Josh threw it to the defenders. The defenders couldn't even believe it was coming at them. He threw it and it floated. They're like, what the? Oh, bro, it was too easy. My bad. Like, yo. But I always got Lamar 1, Josh 2, Pat 3, Joe 4. I feel you, Coach. But because I got to put Jalen over Burrow. That I just got to. By the arguments that we make for Burrow, Jalen got to be over him. Oh, how sweet. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a nice addition to the franchise. The kills were good. Had me on edge not knowing when a couple of them were coming. I haven't watched it yet. Don't say anything, please. Mr. Arm Punt Man. Mr. Arm Punt Man. Anybody going tonight know where that's from. They know that reference. Lamar should be number 1. He's the best player in the league. Yeah, he is. It doesn't matter if he hasn't won the Super Bowl yet. He's the best quarterback and player. Facts. Lamar, you know what the problem with Lamar is? And I keep saying this. The thing with Lamar Jackson is he's proven all of the evaluators to be perpetually wrong. We're not just saying, oh, they were wrong at the draft. They were exceedingly wrong post-draft. Like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. When they were wrong about Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers dropped whatever else. It's like all these things, whatever. Like, yo, he could play. After they see, like, all right, after a year, they're like, all right, he could play. Our bad. Sometimes you miss. With Lamar, after the first year he made the playoffs, they doubled down. Then the next year he won the MVP. They tripled down. Then the year after the MVP, they quadrupled down. So now it's like, bro, how did y'all get this so wrong? And y'all were putting y'all careers on the line the way y'all were talking about this. Oh, he can't throw, he can't this, he can't that. You can't say somebody developed that quickly and that well. That's foolish. That's like the way that they were saying was Lamar Jackson couldn't throw better than Tim Tebow. And Tim Tebow cannot throw. Like he'll throw a ball and he'll start doing the Pink Ranger somersault flips in the air. Lamar's been a 3-time All-Pro. I believe he's 3rd all-time. Lamar Jackson is 3rd all-time in All-Pros, if I'm not mistaken. It's Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. No, it's Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, and then he's tied with Tom Brady. Like, yo. That's crazy. Hold on, let me make sure I want to say that wrong. So I don't want to lie. Hold on. Most NFL QB All-Pros. Peyton Manning got 8 of them things. 8. Okay, so him and Otto Graham is tied for 1st. Patrick Mahomes got 2. Kurt Warner got 2. Lamar got 3. That's what I'm saying, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Lamar's like 3rd all time for 1st team All-Pros. Not 2nd team, 1st team. That's crazy to me. All time. So when they look at that, they're like, how did y'all get this wrong? We're not even looking like at a player that's had 1 good season. He should have legit already be a 3-time MVP. And the 2 years he got hurt, he was running top 2, top 3 in the MVP race those seasons. Lamar legit should already be a 4-time MVP. If he didn't get hurt one of those 2 seasons, he would be at least a 3-time MVP right now. That's crazy. So that's why the Lamar thing is so much different than everybody else's. Because even now they're saying, oh, we were still right. He hasn't won a Super Bowl. That's why that's all they have left. Winning 1 Super Bowl is not enough for Lamar Jackson. It's enough for Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. It's not enough for Lamar Jackson. For Lamar to get the type of love and respect and adulation that we would expect from somebody for all of his accolades, he's going to have to win at least 2. Telling y'all. Exactly. Talking about Josh. Where is Josh Rosen? Where is Josh Rosen at? You heard Bill Belichick come out and say one of his biggest mistakes was not drafting Lamar Jackson. Biggest mistakes. Exactly. Already trying to create another narrative. They really robbed that man of 4,000 passing yards, 4 interceptions, 40-plus passing touchdowns, almost 1,000 rushing yards. And hey, you're not the MVP. I put money on it. If Josh Allen ever got close to those statistics, it would be a unanimous MVP. And they would say, who cares? Look at the stats. Then when we would show them Lamar's stats, they'd be like, but it's Lamar. It's different. Make it make sense, bro. I always say it, Liddell, because for real, make it make sense. It doesn't. They don't listen. The butt whipping the Bills about to get on week 1 is going to be crazy. I can only pray that we kick their butts. I pray we do. But we'll get to see if they do or not, because once again, that's on our team. No. Some of the all-pros are not first-team all-pros, coach. Some of them are second-team. First-team all-pros. That's why I said that before. Otto Graham, it's Peyton Manning as first-team all-pros. That's why I said it at the end. I can't believe Tyreek Hill's got him first team All-Pro 5 times. That is crazy. Aaron Rodgers only got it 4 times. To put it into perspective. Aaron Rodgers was, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, first team. Because Josh Allen's All-Pro is the second team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bruh. That is crazy, man. But yeah. If you're talking about both, then I believe it's Otto Graham and Jim Brown or something like that. But if we're talking about first team, matter of fact, I'm going to go back and see if I can find the other list. It's a nice list, man. Yeah, see, it says Peyton Manning and Otto are tied for the most All-Pro selections at quarterback with 8 each. Peyton Manning has 7 All-Pro selections while Aaron Rodgers won 4. And then Lamar got his other All-Pro, so he's at 3. First team. It's really crazy. When you put it into perspective, Lamar is already at the top of the lists historically. And he gets hated on, crapped on, like open butt doodled on. It's like, bro, come on now, bruh. It's nasty work out in these streets. They don't be caring. No respect. Okay, now check this out, guys. I did a video on this, but I'm going to touch on it a little bit for the live also with this. So I didn't want him to, I try to cover up the curse words. I don't swear. But I just did a video on that. Make sure when y'all done with this, go check that out, please. Yeah. He accidentally admitted like it was a wrong route. That's crazy. And I put it in the video about how mad he still is about it. Like he's hyper competitive. he's a hyper competitor where, I mean, along the lines of a Kobe, a Mike, a Bird, a Magic, you know what I'm saying? Those level, Tom Brady, the level of psychotic, like, you think like, oh, he fine, he chilling. Everyone thinking, oh, because he was on the show getting to shoot somebody in the face. Oh, he good. He was a Drewski, ha, 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 ha. He's still pissed off about it. He's still pissed off about it. Thank you, Tactical. Please remember, like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Please support. But that's crazy. This is what I've been trying. And, Coach, you can attest to this. Football is the most team-oriented sport in professional sports right now. It is. No matter how dominating you are as an individual, like from a quarterback position, you can throw the ball, have a perfect pass. If that guy falls on the route, runs the wrong route, or whatever else it is, that's a turnover. Even if it was beautifully thrown. You can say, I'm a best quarterback in the league. If that line's not blocking, you're cooked. That's the way this works. You know the biggest problem for the Ravens in the playoffs, even though turnovers has been at least top 3 on that list, is that we get dominated in the trenches when the going gets tough and the other team wants to play rough. That's been our biggest detriment. Not coaching, not turnovers, that. We get, almost broke that. We get dominated on, let me get that up real quick. We get dominated when it comes to, when it comes to the O-line and D-line. My poor fan getting beat up, bro. Thing's tough. Yo. You know what I'm saying? We get dominated. We get absolutely, disrespected. That's why I was even telling somebody, they were like, oh, well, the defense holds them to low points. I'm like, no, they don't. I'm like, what the other team does is they know the defense ain't stopping them and they milk the clock. And they still score. So they'll take up darn near a whole third or more of the entire quarter, milking the clock against our defense, then they'll score. So it's a low-scoring game, but the other team is dictating because our defense ain't getting them off the field. And we're not getting turnovers. Bro, look at my poor fan, bro. Look at my poor fan, bro. You see the front's gone, so now, it can hurt me. I'm sorry. Fan is durable, man. Great purchase. I don't think they're available on Amazon no more. But you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say what I say, man. I look at this team and I say we have enough. But the biggest problem has always been the trenches. Hence why I keep saying I want trenches. Give me D tackles that can pass rush and fill up plug the hole, pause for the run game. Yeah, and still get pass rush to get pressure on the quarterback up the middle. And then give us guys that can stop the opposing team from getting pressure on Lamar. And we'll win. We'll have no problem winning. They were talking about it on lunch break hot take last night. Shout out to those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the O-line is great, it won't even be a game. It's a blowout. Because even if Lamar isn't playing like Super 8, you still have Derrick Henry you have to worry about. Good luck with that. Got the... Yes, I'm trying to tell you. He's up there, bro. It's really crazy when you think about how much Lamar has achieved. And he's missed pretty much. He was able to complete 2 seasons because of injury. And he still has all of those statistics. To put it into perspective. That's what I'm trying to say. It's crazy, Coach. When you start breaking it down, you're like, Lamar's him. Lamar's been him. That's why the players give him so much respect. It's the media that be disrespectful. O-line got guys running through them, around them, or over them. All of them. Our center gets pushed into the lap of Lamar and can't hike the ball. That's where the bad hike came from. He was trying to get off quick because he was getting pushed into Lamar. The previous play, he got manhandled right into the face of Lamar. They pushed him literally 5-6 yards into Lamar. And like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. He was already in Lamar like 2 Mississippi. It's like, what? And then he's like, oh, I'm scared. That's what caused the bad snap. Because he was trying to get off of it as quickly as possible so he could clamp down. Which then caused the fumble. That's called the trickle-down effect. And guess what? That's why I have a problem with Mark Andrews. Because even though now we're finding out like, oh, it wasn't Lamar. Lamar took all the blame. He's like, you know what? I got to do better. I got to be better. It's just frustrating, not playing up to our best of our capabilities, but I'm going to do everything I can to get better. I can make better throws. I can run better. Like, think about that. That's crazy to me. Crazy. But that's what we're going through. It's going to be upper one. He's ranked number 1 by the media on the NFL top. Oh, yeah. They're going to say he didn't win MVP. How is he it? The year he won MVP, he was second on the list, right? Was Tyreek Hill number 1 that year? Can't remember. Who was number 1 that year? Was it Christian McCaffrey? It was one of those two. Nitro, I know how you saw the playoff jitters. You have to slap the crap out of them before the game starts. No. If I slap them, they ain't waking up. My hands are big, bro. I have big hands. Look at my hands compared to my face. I have big hands for my height. Hands while I was a basketball player. Like my hands stretch out. I can still palm a ball. You throw a ball, I can still palm it. Like, bro, it just certain things need to get done, and if we get them done, we win. But, I don't. Some Raven fans are saying, part of that's part on Lamar because Lamar not allowing his teammates to to hold responsibility. He's just saying it's my fault. My fault. Saying no, it's your fault. There's no winning for Lamar. I'll be real with you, bro. It's none. Tyreek, yeah, it was Tyreek. So, I look at that and I'm just real about it. I understand he's a quarterback. He's in a lose-lose. He's in a lose-lose. Right now, we don't make – that's the thing with Raven fans that make me laugh. Even I've heard Raven fans big up John Harbaugh, big up Todd Monken, and then want Lamar Jackson to ignore his coaches. Say overrule them. If your quarterback has to consistently overrule your coaches, then the coaches are a problem. I've heard them say, yo, we love Mark Andrews. Don't get rid of Mark Andrews, but don't let Mark Andrews start in any playoff games. I've heard them say, yo, y'all don't like Falele. Falele is good in everything, but Lamar, he has to be able to escape still and make plays. He's Lamar. He has to be able to do that. If he doesn't, that's his fault. It's nasty work out in these streets, bro. You just have to slap Mark Diabetics right at peak performance when they win. Oh, my gosh, man. O-line balls out. We go 15-2. 1 loss in the last game of the season on rest. Facts. The bad coaching of the Ravens is not talked about. It's a huge problem. Exactly, Pablo. It is. And good morning, Flex Zone. Flex came here quietly. This us can't wait for the top 100. This us is going to be, bro. We're going to be covering the whole thing, man. Wherever Raven players drop, we'll be covering that. For every one of them. I know Kyle Hamilton's going to be high on that list. Kyle Hamilton should be high on the list. Lamar's going to be high on that list. Derrick Henry's going to be high on that list. Marlon should be on that list. Marlon's been, oh my gosh. I can't lie. As much as he reminds me of RG3 at times, Marlon's been probably our most consistent defender outside of Kyle Hamilton. Being real. If not the most consistent defender. Who else would be on there on our team? Linderbaum might make that list. Yeah, Linderbaum's probably gonna make the list. Yeah. Linderbaum makes that list. And Zay might make that list. Roquan might too. Dang. That's too many receivers. Because that's another reason I don't believe Zay makes the list. Because if I'm looking at receivers, I can name 10 guys that'll be on that list before Zay. How much of the list is going to be wide receivers? Wiggins is not making that list. Roquan might make that list because even though he has his shortcomings, Roquan is still a top 3 linebacker in the league. If Daniel Falele makes that list, I'm not. I promise you I'll turn off the TV. I will shut it off immediately. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Daniel Falele making James. Let's go. Pablo, bro. Pablo over here trying to start problems. Oh my God. He'll be like, the Pro Bowl deserves to be there. Oh my gosh, bro. Could you imagine if Falele made that? Could you imagine the discourse in Raven? All of us looking at each other be like, there ain't no way, bro. The Ravens is paying somebody. There'd be no way. No way. But I think Linderbaum definitely makes the list. Roquan should make the list too. Forgot about Ro. Why y'all laughing? I'm being serious, bro. Could you imagine Dan Falele being in the top 100? Big Lele going to be an all-pro, my guy. Hey, let me tell you something right now. I will praise God on this platform like I've never done before if that man makes an all-pro. And because let me let you understand something right now. Flex zone. If that comes to fruition, if that comes to pass, and he ends up becoming an all-pro, the Ravens have just won the Super Bowl. They won the Super Bowl easily, I might add. It's going to be blowouts. Because how are you going to stop Derrick Henry? Most of Derrick Henry's shots were in the backfield because the guards were giving up him and Voorhees. So you're going to tell me the only weak person on the line would be Voorhees? Give that to me all day. Give it to me. Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. Like straight up, bro. And oh, this is me. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know, anywhere I've been, or where I'm about to go. See, I just want to love you. That's who I am. You know I love me. Same song, been around the world, bro. Man to girl. That song was, bro, I can't lie. That song was fire. But, yeah. Listen, I pray it happens. Flex, if it happens, it's over. Like, we're winning. And, it's going to be nasty the way we win. Hey, coach, if you're still in here, what would you do if Falele became an all-pro? No, I want the chat to respond to this, please. Last thing we're going to respond to. What would you do if Falele ended up becoming an all-pro caliber player? How many games do you think we win? How many Super Bowls do you think we win? Question this. Do the Ravens pay him? See, there's one thing about being happy. We're all going to be happy, King Lee. But do the Ravens even pay him? This is the question. Dexter Perkins said, trade. Oh, God. Oh, my God, bro. Could you imagine? Bro? Could you imagine if Falele became an all-pro guard? Do they pay him? everybody saying no, trade him. Pablo said right in the apology letter to EC Harbaugh. Oh my gosh, bro. Could you imagine how heated the fan base would be after watching him destroy play after play and then him turning into the player that they said he would and then them getting rid of him? Oh my God. You think I'm petty, bro. The fan base would be on fire. See, Flex? Oh, you like that because I know how the Ravens think. So I'm going to play devil's advocate for you. I'm going to play devil's advocate. Fine, he's an all-pro. Do the Ravens pay him? And if they don't pay him, right, do they tag him? No, right? Because they're not going to pay that much for a guard. So he would just have to release him. Give him away for nothing. How would they trade him? Remember, his contract's up. How would they trade him after next year? Oh, I love playing devil's advocate. It's so fun. Oh, my God. Zelly said, oh, no. Yo, my God. It'd be crazy, bro. It'd be so crazy. It really would be. It really would be, man. It really would be. Oh, man. It would be. Teams would be like, oh, you're stacked. You have everything. At that point, if he turns into an all-pro guard, Rosengarten probably going to become an all-pro. I think Rosengarten has the skill to become an all-pro right tackle. Personally, I think so. 2 all-pros on the line with likely emerging as likely. Zay Flowers and Bateman doing Zay Flowers and Bateman type things. And then you have Derrick Henry. Yeah, they'd call it a super team. They'd call it a straight-up super team. Pablo, oh my God. Oh, God. Bro, I can't take y'all, bro. This man said Falele becomes an all-pro only to be released by Baltimore and signed with Philly. Bro, you know how mad people would be? Oh, my gosh. Bro, I don't want to think about it, bro. I forget it. I don't like playing devil's advocate. This is bad. Bad. But, guys, that's another episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all know how we end every show. We end it with a little bit of nostalgia trivia. And I got a question for you. Being a kid in the 90s and early 2000s, specifically the 90s, things weren't how they are now. And there was a time when there was a couple companies that allowed us to connect to everybody. What was the main company that I'm talking about? Guys, I'm going to don't worry, let's do it. No. If Falele becomes an all-pro, oh no. The Ravens might say he gotta go. Me and Coach gonna be crying on the stream. Hoo hoo hoo. He better not go if he starts playing well. No. Think we playing with it, dang, with a thing. I don't even say what they gonna say. Bang, bang. Flex zone with the answer. Hey, listen, man. AOL and what they did, y'all remember it, was crazy. Super crazy. And if you didn't have access to AOL, AIM, all that type of stuff like that, you weren't in the 90s. You weren't in the 90s. This is how we connected with people. People started learning how to use it overseas when they finally got access to internet. So we were keeping up with family members because some of our family members, like grandfathers, grandmothers, parents, are all immigrants. So you didn't have to do long distance calling. You were using these things to keep up with people. It was just, this is how we did it. This is how we did it. Shout out to Flex Zone for getting this right. Man, y'all got it right, man. You really did. Going a round of applause. Standing ovation. And you put on quite a show. You know, Burning got me going. Now it's time to go, you know. Very entertaining. But it's over now. But it's over now. Man said he was a menace in those AOL chat rooms. Take a bow. Oh my God, take a bow. Listen, man, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. I remember them. Yo, and forget even remembering that. Do y'all remember this? Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? That was the dial-up that you needed to get on those things. Bro, listen, man. It was a time when nobody could use the house phone or nothing. Nothing. When you were on the internet, if you picked up the phone, it would disconnect the internet. Yes, bro, you know if I give it to you, I would give it to you. I give you the whole thing. That was so loud, especially at night. Exactly. Oh, God, no. Yeah, sound like a malfunction. Sound like a bomb's going off your house. Bro, everybody remember it? That sound? You're like, bro. I didn't have, tell you the truth, I had AIM in school, but at home I had Juno. You remember the Juno service? Juno? That's the internet service I had at my house as a kid. Same sound, same everything. That internet betrayed you when you wanted to quickly close out a window. Then your mom walked. Oh, man. Oh, God. Internet in its infancy makes me laugh. It really does. I'm so happy all y'all remember it. See, Ashley Shaw's like, oh, my, yes. Yo. So, like, bro, it hit you in your memory core. Because y'all remember that how annoying those sounds were and stuff like that. How slow it was. How you could walk away, get a drink to wait for the internet site that you're trying to go on to fully load. Yeah, I had Juno. Look up Juno. Oh, my gosh. Maybe I can look it up real quick. I remember, man. See how crazy things were. Juno internet service. Yep, there it goes. Juno online service, or simply Juno, is an internet service provider based in the United States. It originated as a free email service and later expanded its offerings. Brings back memories, man. Brings back Netscape. Earthlink, Net Zero. Of course, I remember Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves before Google. Multiplayer game was not exactly Yami PR. It was in its infancy. Cause remember, was it Dreamcast could do it during dial-up? I believe it was. Yahoo! Of course, I remember the old Yahoo Yodel. Yahoo! Oh, memories, man. Memories. But guys, that's another episode of the Wonder Kid Morning Show. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys next Monday. And y'all have a wonderful day, a blessed day. Go check out the video that I put out on the Wunderkind Show already. It came out at 10, and I will see you guys later. If you guys would like to donate, help out with equipment, y'all know how to do. The Cash App is there. Okay, guys? But y'all have a great day, a blessed day. Y'all know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here.